In a distant galaxy, humans and an alien race called the Krolans form a tenuous alliance. Amidst this backdrop, a forbidden love blossoms between a human soldier, Captain Alex Mercer, and a Krolan girl, Elara, the daughter of a high-ranking Krolan diplomat. Their love is put to the ultimate test when a ruthless enemy, the Slaneth Empire, threatens to annihilate the Krolan homeworld. Through courage, sacrifice, and the power of their bond, Alex and Elara work together to save her planet, revolutionizing their societies and defying all odds. And so, the story begins. The hum of the anti-gravity engines reverberated through the ship as it descended toward the Krolan capital city. Captain Alex Mercer, clad in his pristine uniform, stood at the viewport, taking in the sight of the city below. It was a mesmerizing blend of advanced technology and organic architecture, with bioluminescent plants casting a soft glow over the spiraling buildings. This was his first diplomatic mission, and he was determined to make it a success. "We come in peace, but we're ready for anything," Alex muttered to himself, a mantra he often repeated to keep his nerves in check. The ship landed smoothly, and the ramp extended. Alex and his unit marched out, greeted by a contingent of Krolan diplomats and officials. The air was filled with exotic floral scents, a welcome change from the sterile environment of the spacecraft. Leading the Krolan delegation was Ambassador Kor, who introduced them to the key figures of their society. Among them was Elara, the daughter of a high-ranking diplomat, her curiosity about the humans evident in her wide, violet eyes. During the official gathering that followed, Alex found himself seated next to Elara. The banquet hall was adorned with radiant plant life, and the food was a curious mix of vibrant colors and unfamiliar tastes. As they ate, Alex and Elara exchanged stories, each fascinated by the other's world. "You humans are so different from what I imagined," Elara said, her voice melodious yet firm. "Your bravery is unlike anything I've ever seen." Alex smiled, appreciating the compliment. "And your world is unlike anything I've ever seen. The architecture here is sublime." Their conversation was abruptly interrupted by a series of explosions outside. The hall shook, and the lights flickered. Rogue elements, opposed to the Alliance, had launched an attack. Chaos ensued as people scrambled for safety. Alex sprang into action, his military instincts taking over. He grabbed Elara's hand and led her through the maze of corridors, seeking refuge. "We have to get to the command center," Alex said, his grip firm on Elara's hand. "It's the safest place." They navigated the complex, Alex's knowledge of tactical maneuvers proving invaluable. Along the way, they encountered several attackers. Alex's combat skills were on full display as he neutralized the threats, ensuring Elara's safety. Her admiration for him grew with each act of bravery. Finally, they reached the command center, where Krolan security forces had managed to regain control. The attackers were repelled, but the damage was done. The Krolan government praised Alex's bravery, and a budding friendship between him and Elara began to form. As the chaos settled, Alex and Elara found a moment to breathe. They stood on a skybridge, overlooking the city. The bioluminescent plants glowed softly, casting an ethereal light around them. "This alliance could shape the future of our worlds," Elara said, her voice filled with hope. Alex nodded, feeling a strange sense of belonging. "Let's make sure it does." The days following the attack were filled with diplomatic meetings and strategy sessions. Despite the tension, there was a palpable sense of determination among both humans and Krolans to strengthen their alliance. Alex and his team were invited to explore Krolan society, with Elara acting as their guide. Their first stop was the Krolan Museum of History. The museum was a marvel of holographic displays and interactive exhibits, showcasing the rich history and advanced technology of the Krolans. As they walked through the halls, Elara explained the significance of each artifact, her passion for her culture shining through. "There is so much more to our world than you can imagine," Elara said, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Alex was equally fascinated. "We have much to learn from each other." Their bond deepened as they shared stories of their respective worlds. Elara showed Alex the intricate art and architecture that defined Krolan society, while Alex spoke of human resilience and ingenuity. The cultural exchange was enriching for both, breaking down barriers and fostering mutual respect. Their peaceful exploration was suddenly disrupted by an urgent call from the Krolan power plant. A malfunction threatened to cause a catastrophic meltdown. Without hesitation, Alex and Elara rushed to the scene. The acrid scent of burning materials filled the air as they arrived at the chaotic site. The plant's chief engineer briefed them on the situation. "We need to stabilize the core, or it will explode," he said, panic evident in his voice. Alex assessed the scene quickly. "Elara, we need to work together. Follow my lead." With precise coordination, they navigated the plant, utilizing their combined knowledge and skills. Alex's experience with crisis management and Elara's understanding of Krolan technology proved to be a formidable combination. They worked tirelessly, sweat dripping from their brows, until the core was finally stabilized. The danger averted, the relief was palpable. The plant staff cheered, grateful for their heroism. A celebration was held in their honor, the Krolan and human flags displayed side by side. Traditional Krolan dishes were served, their unique flavors a testament to the rich cultural heritage of the planet. During the celebration, Alex and Elara found a quiet moment together. "Your quick thinking saved us all," Elara said, her gratitude evident. "We make a good team," Alex replied, feeling a warmth in his chest that was more than just pride. The bond between them grew stronger, transcending cultural differences and personal fears. As they stood together, the looming threat of the Slaneth Empire seemed distant but ever present. They knew their journey was just beginning, and together they could face whatever challenges lay ahead. The peace and cooperation that had marked the initial days of the human-Krolan alliance soon gave way to a growing sense of unease. Reports of Slaneth Empire movements near Krolan territory began to filter through, causing alarm among the leadership. A secret meeting was convened, bringing together key human and Krolan leaders to discuss the threat. The meeting room was a blend of human and Krolan technology, with sleek screens displaying tactical maps and holograms. Alex and Elara sat side by side, their presence a symbol of the alliance's strength. As the discussions progressed, the gravity of the situation became clear. "The Slaneth are mobilizing a significant force," General Tyran, a Krolan military leader, stated. "We must be prepared for an invasion." The air was thick with tension. Alex and Elara exchanged a glance, their connection evident even in silence. They both understood the stakes and the role they would have to play in the coming conflict. Later that evening, as they walked through the serene gardens of the Krolan capital, their conversation turned personal. The bioluminescent plants glowed softly around them, creating an intimate atmosphere. "I never thought I'd find myself in such a situation," Alex admitted, his voice low. "But I'm glad I'm here with you, Elara." Elara smiled, her eyes reflecting the gentle light. "I feel the same, Alex. Together we can face anything." Their moment was interrupted by a commotion nearby. A Krolan soldier approached, his expression urgent. "Captain Mercer, Lady Elara, we've uncovered a spy within our government. We believe they've been feeding information to the Slaneth." Alex and Elara's expressions hardened. They followed the soldier to a secure room where the spy was being held. The sight of the traitor, a high-ranking official, sent a chill through the room. "How long have you been betraying us?" Elara demanded, her voice cold. The spy sneered. "Long enough to know your secrets. The Slaneth will crush you." Alex stepped forward, his face a mask of determination. "We'll see about that." With the information extracted from the spy, Alex and Elara embarked on a covert mission to gather intelligence on the Slaneth. They infiltrated a Slaneth outpost, the dimly lit corridors filled with the hum of alien machinery. The air was thick with a metallic scent, and the cold surfaces beneath their fingers reminded them of the dangers they faced. As they moved through the outpost, tension mounted. They found a terminal with critical information about the impending invasion. Just as they were about to leave, alarms blared. Slaneth soldiers closed in, and a fierce battle ensued. Alex's combat skills and Elara's quick thinking allowed them to narrowly escape, bringing the crucial data back to their leaders. Back at the Krolan base, the gravity of the threat was undeniable. The Slaneth were planning a full-scale invasion, and time was running out. Alex and Elara stood before their assembled forces, their resolve unshaken. "We have to move quickly, our future depends on it," Alex declared, his voice strong. Elara nodded, her eyes meeting his. "I trust you with my life, Alex. Together we will overcome this." As they prepared for the coming battle, the bond between Alex and Elara grew stronger, their mutual affection becoming more evident. The challenges ahead were daunting, but they faced them with unwavering determination, ready to defend their alliance and their love. The days leading up to the Slaneth invasion were a flurry of activity. The Krolan and human leaders worked tirelessly to prepare for the impending attack. The tension was palpable, but so was the resolve to stand united against the common enemy. Elara was assigned a crucial role in the defense strategy, her knowledge of Krolan technology proving invaluable. Alex, now a key military leader, spent his days coordinating with Krolan generals and his human counterparts. The nights were their only solace, brief moments of peace amidst the chaos. One such night, they found themselves alone in the command center, the soft hum of machinery the only sound. Alex took Elara's hand, his eyes reflecting the concern and determination he felt. "We fight for more than just survival, we fight for each other," he said softly. Elara's eyes shimmered with emotion. "As long as we stand together, we can overcome anything." Their bond, now undeniable, gave them both strength. They shared a tender kiss, a promise of what they were fighting for. It was a moment of vulnerability, yet filled with hope. Training sessions and tactical planning dominated their days. The training grounds were a hive of activity, with troops drilling under artificial lights. The clanking of weapons and the shouts of commands echoed through the air. The smell of sweat and metal was pervasive, a testament to the intense preparations underway. A skirmish with Slaneth scouts tested their readiness. The enemy had sent a probing force, and Alex and Elara led a contingent to repel them. The battle was fierce, but their exceptional teamwork and strategy prevailed. The victory boosted morale, but also highlighted the seriousness of the threat. In the aftermath, Alex and Elara faced moral dilemmas about the impending battle. The weight of leadership and the fear of loss loomed large, but they found solace in each other. Their love strengthened, providing motivation for the challenges ahead. One evening, as they stood on the balcony overlooking the training grounds, Elara voiced her fears. "What if we can't stop them, Alex? What if we lose everything?" Alex's grip tightened on hers. "We won't. We've come too far and fought too hard. This is the fight of our lives, Elara, and I believe in us." The days turned into a blur of preparations. The soldiers, human and Krolan alike, bonded over shared meals and stories. The simple, energy-boosting meals became a symbol of their unity. They knew the battles ahead would be grueling, but their spirits remained unbroken. Elara's confidence in her abilities grew as she took on more responsibilities. Her leadership was evident, and her people looked to her for guidance. Alex, too, embraced his role, his strategic mind proving invaluable in the planning sessions. Together, they stood as a beacon of hope, their love and unity inspiring those around them. The skirmish had ended in victory, but the real battle was yet to come. The Slaneth invasion loomed large, and the sacrifices required would be immense. As they prepared for the imminent invasion, the bond between Alex and Elara solidified. They were ready to face whatever came their way, knowing that as long as they stood together, they could overcome any obstacle. The air was thick with tension as the Krolan and human forces stood ready for the inevitable onslaught. The Slaneth Empire had launched a full-scale invasion, and the initial battles were fierce and devastating. Explosions and laser fire lit up the night sky, the cacophony of battle echoing across the landscape. Alex and Elara led their respective forces with determination. The sight of them standing together inspired their troops, a beacon of unity amidst the chaos. As the battle raged, strategic retreats and counterattacks became necessary to manage the overwhelming Slaneth forces. In the heat of battle, Alex was wounded. A laser blast struck his side, and he fell to the ground, pain searing through his body. Elara, seeing him fall, rushed to his side, her heart pounding with fear. "Alex," she cried, kneeling beside him, her hands trembling as she assessed his injury. "Don't worry about me," Alex grunted, wincing. "You need to lead them, Elara. They need you." Elara's eyes filled with determination. She nodded, her voice steady despite the turmoil inside her. "I will, but you hang in there, Alex. We need you too." Taking charge, Elara showcased her leadership, directing the troops with precision and inspiring them with her courage. Her voice rang out over the battlefield, rallying the forces to push forward. The tide began to turn as they discovered a critical weakness in the Slaneth forces: their reliance on centralized command. With this knowledge, Elara devised a plan to disrupt the Slaneth command structure. Despite the intense fighting, she and Alex's second-in-command, Lieutenant Davis, coordinated a series of targeted strikes. The plan was risky, but their determination drove them forward. The critical turning point came when they managed to infiltrate the Slaneth command center. The clash was intense, the smell of smoke and the acrid scent of burning materials filling the air. The Slaneth commander, a formidable opponent, fought fiercely, but Elara's strategic brilliance and the troops' relentless efforts eventually led to victory. Alex, though injured, continued to inspire his troops. His resilience and determination, despite his injury, were a testament to his strength. The sight of him fighting alongside them, even in his weakened state, fueled their resolve. Elara's emergence as a strong, capable leader was undeniable. Her courage and quick thinking turned the tide of the battle. The Krolan and human forces, united by their leader's bravery and love, began to push the Slaneth back. As the battle drew to a close, the Slaneth forces were in disarray. The critical blow to their command structure had crippled their ability to coordinate effectively. The Krolan and human alliance had achieved a significant victory, but the cost was high. The battlefield was littered with the bodies of fallen soldiers, a stark reminder of the price of war. Alex and Elara stood together, their bond stronger than ever. Their love had motivated and strengthened them in battle, and now it would guide them in the difficult days ahead. "We did it," Elara whispered, her voice a mixture of relief and sorrow. Alex, wincing from his wound but still standing strong, nodded. "We did. But this is just the beginning. We have to keep fighting, for our future, for our love." Their victory was bittersweet, but it marked a turning point in the war. The Krolan and human forces, united and determined, were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The aftermath of the battle brought a brief respite, but the war was far from over. Alex and Elara knew they needed to capitalize on their victory and exploit the weakness they had discovered in the Slaneth forces. They spent long hours developing a plan to push the invaders back. As dawn broke over the Krolan capital, the scent of smoke still lingered in the air, mingling with the fresh scent of morning dew. The troops gathered, their spirits lifted by the presence of Alex and Elara. They were more than just leaders now, they were symbols of hope and resilience. "We strike now, with everything we've got," Alex's voice rang out, firm and commanding. "This is our moment to take back what's ours." Elara stood beside him, her gaze sweeping over the assembled forces. "This is our home, our future. Let's take it back." The coordinated attacks began. The Krolan civilians, inspired by Alex and Elara's bravery, joined the effort. It was a sight to behold civilians and soldiers fighting side by side, united in their determination to protect their home. The firm grip of a comrade's hand in solidarity, the clash of combat, and the victory cheers filled the air, creating a symphony of resilience. A pivotal battle took place at a key strategic location. The Slaneth had fortified their position, but Alex's strategic genius and Elara's inspirational leadership turned the tide. They faced off against the Slaneth commander in a brutal showdown. The clash was fierce, the acrid scent of smoke and the taste of victory's bittersweet flavor mingling in the air. The victory came at a high cost. Many brave souls were lost, and the weight of their sacrifices hung heavy in the air. Alex and Elara, though victorious, felt the burden of every life lost. Their relationship reached new depths of understanding and commitment as they mourned their fallen comrades together. In the aftermath, the alliance between humans and Krolan strengthened. The sight of civilians joining the fight, inspired by the bravery of Alex and Elara, solidified the unity between the two races. Their coordinated efforts began to push the Slaneth back, reclaiming territory and restoring hope. One evening, as they stood on a hill overlooking a reclaimed battlefield, Elara turned to Alex, her eyes filled with determination. "This is just the beginning. We have to keep pushing forward." Alex nodded, his resolve unwavering. "For our future, for our love, we fight on." Their love, now stronger than ever, fueled their determination. The battles ahead would be tough, but they faced them with a renewed sense of purpose. Together they had turned the tide of the war, but the final victory was still out of reach. As they prepared for the next phase of their campaign, the bond between Alex and Elara continued to inspire those around them. Their resilience and unity in the face of overwhelming odds were a testament to the power of love and the strength of their alliance. The pivotal battle had been won, but the war was far from over. The Krolan-human alliance, now stronger and more united than ever, stood ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The ultimate sacrifice required to save their planet loomed large, but with Alex and Elara leading the way, there was hope. The Krolan and human forces gathered for the final assault on the Slaneth stronghold. The tension was palpable as the soldiers readied their weapons, the distant rumble of enemy fortifications echoing across the battlefield. Alex and Elara stood before their troops, their expressions resolute. "Tonight we fight for our future," Elara declared, her voice steady. "For our loved ones, for our planet, we will not falter." Alex took her hand, his grip firm. "No matter what happens, know that I love you." They shared a brief, tender kiss before turning to face their destiny. The final battle began with intense combat, the sound of explosions and laser fire deafening. The acrid scent of burning materials filled the air as the two armies clashed. As the battle raged, key allies fell, their sacrifices a sobering reminder of the stakes. The gravity of the situation weighed heavily on Alex and Elara, but they pressed on, their love and determination unyielding. Infiltrating the Slaneth command center was their ultimate goal. The fortress was a maze of alien technology and defenses, cold, hard surfaces reflecting the flickering lights. The relentless roar of battle surrounded them as they moved deeper into the stronghold. Finally, they confronted the Slaneth leader, a towering figure of menace and power. The showdown was filled with tension and danger, the taste of adrenaline sharp in their mouths. "You cannot defeat me," human the Slaneth leader sneered. Alex's eyes blazed with defiance. "We'll see about that." The fight was brutal. Alex and Elara fought with everything they had, their movements a symphony of precision and power. But the Slaneth leader was a formidable opponent, pushing them to their limits. In a moment of clarity, Alex realized what needed to be done. He turned to Elara, his eyes filled with love and sorrow. "This is the only way. I have to do this." Elara's heart clenched. "No, Alex, there has to be another way." "There isn't," he said softly. "You need to lead our people. This is my choice." With a final heart-wrenching kiss, Alex made his heroic sacrifice. He unleashed a powerful blast that destroyed the Slaneth leader and the command center, ensuring victory, but at the cost of his life. The metallic taste of adrenaline was replaced by the bitter tang of grief. Elara cradled his lifeless body, tears streaming down her face. "For you, for us, I will lead our people to victory." Her determination galvanized the troops, and with a final ferocious push, they secured the stronghold. The Slaneth were defeated, their threat extinguished. The battle was won, but the price was steep. Alex's sacrifice ensured a critical victory, but it left a profound impact on Elara and everyone who had fought alongside them. The aftermath was a mix of triumph and sorrow, the cost of their hard-won peace etched into their hearts. In the aftermath of the final battle, the Krolan and human forces mourned their fallen heroes. The air was thick with the weight of loss, but also with a sense of accomplishment. They had secured their future, but at a great cost. Elara's leadership was solidified as she took command, her resolve unbroken despite the grief that threatened to overwhelm her. She honored Alex's memory by leading with the same bravery and compassion he had shown. A memorial was erected in honor of Alex and the other fallen warriors. It stood tall in the heart of the Krolan capital, a symbol of their sacrifice and the enduring bond between humans and Krolans. Fresh flowers adorned the base, their scent a reminder of life amidst the sorrow. Elara made a heartfelt speech at the unveiling of the memorial. Her voice trembled with emotion, but her words were strong. "We honor the fallen by building a better future. We will uphold the values they died for, and we will continue their legacy." The Krolan and human alliance was formalized with a new treaty, solidifying their partnership and commitment to peace. The sight of humans and Krolans working side by side to rebuild their world was a testament to their resilience and unity. The hum of construction filled the air as they rebuilt their cities and lives. Conversations were filled with hope, the warmth of a supportive community providing comfort in the wake of loss. Traditional dishes were shared in celebration and remembrance, their flavors a blend of both cultures. Elara's evolution into a respected leader was evident as she guided her people into a new era. The impact of Alex's legacy was felt in every corner of their society, his bravery and sacrifice a beacon of hope. As the days turned into weeks, the Krolan capital transformed into a symbol of resilience and unity. The future was still uncertain, but there was a renewed sense of purpose and determination. Together, they faced the challenges ahead with hope and strength. One evening, as Elara stood before the memorial, a gentle breeze rustling the flowers, she felt a sense of peace. She knew Alex's spirit lived on in the unity they had achieved and in the hearts of those who remembered him. "We honor the fallen by building a better future," she whispered, her voice carrying on the wind. The story concluded with the establishment of lasting peace and the beginning of a new chapter. The Krolan and human alliance stood as a testament to the enduring power of love and sacrifice. They had faced unimaginable challenges, but together they had emerged stronger. "Together, we are stronger than ever," the human ambassador declared at a celebration marking the first anniversary of their victory. A Krolan citizen, standing before the memorial, echoed the sentiment. "We will never forget their sacrifice." And so the legacy of Alex, Mercer, and Elara, the love that saved their planet, continued to inspire future generations. Their story was one of hope, unity, and the belief that, together, they could overcome any obstacle.